Amazing. Right.
Mm, okay, you have found it.
I'm drinking the kombucha. What are you drinking?
Oh, dear. I'm drinking coffee, discaffeinated, without caffeine, with milk, but with the uh, milk of oatmeal.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems quite good.
Mm. That's good. If you cooked your mine is I don't know what I'm drinking. It's just I grabbed something and I start drinking. It's like this is not good, but it's something new and I'm doing
Yeah,
something
I
new.
actually like kombucha.
Yep,
Mm, yeah,
it's
yeah.
good.
It has like this kind of awkward feeling. It gives you this awkward feeling, like you like it and you do not like it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, exactly.
like olive for me, like I was trying to like olives like for years, and I liked it, and I quite didn't like it. And one day I was like, I love it. So this same feeling is with kombucha. You like it, you do not like it, and one day you just like, I didn't need to buy kombucha. I cannot do without it. So
Does it have alcohol?
no, it doesn't, but it
But
feels
it
like
feels like it does.
yes,
Exactly.
exactly, exactly.
Feels like
It's
it
just like
does.
you can drink without actually taking alcohol. So it's fine by me because I do not take alcohol. So I'm just like kombucha day girl.
Okay.
And as
That's
I
good.
know, as I know, it's quite healthy because it's fermented and it helps you with your gut bacteria. So it's quite healthy.
Good to know. I'm doing something healthy once
Yeah,
in my life.
it's just
That's
like
fun. Today, I think in a long, long time of my life, I wake up and I don't feel like I need to worry about something, you know?
yeah. How that
Like,
happen?
I don't know, I just, everything in my life is kinda there. Like, of course, there's something I can worry if I want to, but the thing is, do I have to? Like, it's outside of my like worrying zone. Like, if I have some things inside my working zone, like my family, my job, or your dating life, or something like that, you have inside,
Mhm.
and you worry about these things. Nothing inside my worrying zone is actually I need to worry about. So I feel quite relaxed, and I think it heals a little bit my anxious attachment style also.
Yeah, it's good to hear that you do not feel like this necessity to worry.
Yeah, but usually I think it comes from how we were raised or how I was raised personally. And if I wake up, I catch myself thinking like, what should I worry about? Like I'm looking for some things to worry about because if you don't worry, it means that you have something that you are not working on, maybe some issue. So my worst nightmare is that maybe I have an issue and I don't actually think about this issue. I don't worry, and this
Mhm.
issue is gonna kill me eventually. So and when I wake up, it's like, okay, what should I worry about? What's the thing I need to worry?
Yeah,
It's
what's this
nothing.
thing I need to work on, like UI project? Like, hmm, I understand the feeling actually. Yeah, I do have this. I do not have this like a worrying phase actually, but I have like I need to work. I need to move because if I stop, I'm going to regress or I'm going to go back to the things I didn't like about myself, and I should keep going on. Um, And then when I pause, I actually understand that I do not have the capacity of joy sometimes because when you achieve something, it's important to achieve and then just enjoy.
Yeah.
And I do not let myself that to enjoy things because I say no, if I'm not going to move forward, I'm going to lose it. So it's like I feel like the events in my life are as a muscle. Like when you say, "Hey, you have a muscle, and if you do not use it or work on it, you will lose it." So I became this kind of anxious person as well, even though I do not feel like I'm anxious. But I feel this like push mm, to strive to achieve, and I do not really know how to enjoy when I achieve. So we have like similar problem, but on the
Yeah.
kids.
But anxiety is so bad. I think number one, I mean, personally for me, I would say number one thing that keeps me out of living, like I'm not living anymore. I know I don't enjoy life. And when I feel anxious, I have noticed that like food doesn't taste like food, like it tastes like nothing. When you're anxious, when you're like oh my God, I need to eat, or I'm on a date, or like you're anxious. I don't remember the last time when I went to on a date, and if I feel anxious on a date, I don't remember like a taste of the food,
Mhm,
which is very weird. But if I feel like a little bit relaxed, or maybe I did something or had a good sleep, and I wake up and I don't worry about it, and I eat something, I notice like I today, for example, I remembered what bread tastes like.
mhm.
And I like
Yeah.
from childhood, like I when I was child, I taste the bread. It's like okay, this is bread. I taste bread. And I kind of like take my time to eat bread, like which is very simple thing to do. And for me, it's like, wow, this is how bread tastes like. Like
Yeah.
actually, I actually get the taste of bread and not like anxious thinking about something or someone. And if this person wants to be with me or this person likes me or how is my mom, how is my dad and stuff like that. And actually eating bread in the moment and actually taste it and I know how bread tastes like. Which was very
Yeah.
weird because you gotta know you live on this earth and we have bread like everywhere, so you have to know how bread tastes like. But when you're thinking, I guess, about so many stuffs and when you feel anxious about it, your brain kinda ignores the other stuff and
Yeah,
focuses
that's
on this.
another input, yes. Just not doesn't have capacity to process as an input because you are spending your energy on worrying. So it says, no, I cannot do more. And have you been worrying much about your dating life lately?
To be honest, I don't know what I'm worrying about.
Mm.
I'm just worried because sake of worrying. Like not being anxious became not normal for me. Like it's not normal state of me being me if I
Mhm.
don't feel anxious.
Yeah.
Like when you are at job and you have a interview or you are having a call in a meeting or something, and you're feeling a little bit anxious to like do your job and how to you perform and everything. And you are even though nobody tells you to be anxious, you kind of feel anxious because you want to be anxious. That's normal for me.
Yeah.
And but when you realize, okay, nobody's gonna kill me if I say something stupid on the meeting and I make a mistake. Even though it will be like the worst mistake you can make, as the worst thing you can say, you can like be like, okay, I'm sorry guys, I was like sleeping half or something like that, or I was hungry and I said something stupid, and that's it. Nobody's gonna actually lose your job because you said one small thing or one wrong thing on the meeting. So it's like these things when you realize, then so you realize that you still anxious. That's my case. And I've been many dates, for example, dating life we can take as an example. And I know I have said many stupid things on date. I know how is it goes after that. And I have been rejected, I have been not rejected, and blah blah blah. It's a dating life, right? And I know what comes after this.
Mm-hmm.
So I can basically say anything, and I will get the same experience that I already got.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I feel anxious, and I should not because I already got the experience. It's not like a new thing I'm doing. It's not like I never been on a work meeting or never been on a date. But I'm being anxious to be anxious. Like it's my normal state. I cannot
Mm-hmm.
stop. I just cannot stop being anxious. Like I cannot be like, okay, I'm relaxed now. I have no problem. And it's like for no reason at all.
For no reason at all. Uh, and it doesn't, and probably for me it would be difficult to sleep because
Of course.
I'm anxious, and that it would be
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you as
yeah.
well. And then for lack of sleep, you probably feel more anxious. Yeah, it's
It's
quite
a
a
it's a loop. Yeah.
yeah, it's quite a vicious cycle. Yeah, and
I think it comes from like how you're raised because a lot of parents teach their kids like if you are don't not like these words specifically, but you kind of learn that if you don't feel anxious, you don't care. like if I have a friend, let's say, and the friend is in a trouble.
Mhm.
Some people think that if I not being anxious and if I don't like being nervous and thinking about my friend and so how he's being he's in a trouble, I need to help. Some people think if you don't do this, you don't care, which is not
Mhm.
true. I could be relaxed, I could be going to a job, enjoy the day, everything, and also I could care about my friend. Doesn't
Yeah,
mean that it has these two has nothing in common. But I
yeah,
kind of get used to it. So, yeah.
I agree. Especially in the family, the people who are not like boring types are like more relaxed people. For example, in my family, my mom is like professional anxious. She has a PhD in being anxious,
Yes.
and my father is like just like neutral. And for years, I was just listening how he did not care. He didn't care. He didn't care. And the actual truth, from my point of view, when I grew up and I have like this more defined character now, and I understand my patterns of characters. This comes from my mom, this comes from my dad. I understand that like he care, of course he does care, but he cannot really express it, or he's just naturally more relaxed about the situation and is not like his first thoughts are not negative. He won't go like, okay, my daughter is not calling me for an hour. He's not going to think that, well, she's dead probably. He's going to think maybe he went to the gym, or maybe she went to the to with her friends and she's doing okay. My mom, no. On the contrary, she will say, okay, she probably is dead. I'm going to call her like 15,000 times. And then they have this conflict when she says, you do not care, when actually he's just on this kind of level when he dramatizes everything. So then when you look at this kind of relationship, you need this kind of pressure. You feel this kind of pressure. Okay, I should express this kind of feelings like my friend with my partner. Like when your partner is ignoring you like half a day because he has a work, I need to call him and ask what's going on, because this is how you learn that it is caring when it's not. So I had this kind of patterns with partners, that I was kind of pushy or tense with them, because this was the kind of relationship I learned from my parents. And then I realized that I didn't really like it about me to be this kind of person. And I started, okay, be more relaxed, think about what you like, think of kind of the nature you have. And if you do not feel like texting every hour and asking a person, what are you doing? Do not do it. So yeah, it's kind of a style of living of the families or environment.
Yeah, I did discover that recently that I'm like your mother.
Mhm.
I have this I think it's called like an anxious attachment style, but it doesn't mean anything if you say like this. But it's like a you could be attached to a person. Like I just learned this. It was like it called something is called like a earned attachment style or something like that. Like earned. It's something like you need to earn this attachment to a person, and it's okay to be attached to someone. It's like you are not a cold person who is like, oh, I'm never gonna have a friend and never gonna have a relationship. It's and I thought at the first that any attachment was bad, but then it turns out that you can actually earn the like a healthy attachment style with a person, and you can be like, okay, I'm just chilling with this person and we are friends or whatever. But for me, it was like if I meet someone, it's like a cycle
Mhm.
that goes around and around. And if you meet someone, and in this case, if you have a child, that's like a big meeting point, of course, and you're never gonna unattach to your child.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
starts the loop with like, oh, this person is amazing. Like it's my child, of course it's amazing, and like I love this person, and you get like excitement, and it starts this like attachment a little bit sooner.
Mhm.
And then after this excitement, and maybe you see one time, maybe you second time, and you have a good time, and everything is very great. You have connection or whatever. The third time or fourth time doesn't matter. When you come back home, you're thinking, "Oh, this person is very nice. It's very good. It's like this and like this," and you give like a too much expectations, and
Mhm.
probably too much. You think this person is too good,
Mhm.
and then it's where it starts like, oh, does this person actually likes me? Like you're thinking like, oh, I was talking and he stopped talking me and like interrupted me. Did I was saying something bad that this person doesn't like me? And you're thinking, and that's when anxious starts. Like you being anxious, and next time you meet this person, you'll be like, oh, I don't wanna repeat the mistake I made the last time. So
Yeah.
overthink it. Yeah.
Yeah, you also overthink it with self-doubt. Yeah, of course, we are not like the kind of persons who feel like safe with the person they are. So you need to question everything. Does this person like me? Does what they think of me? And yeah, it happens. It
Worst
really
part,
happens.
I would say anxious attachment is not like a big issue. Someone can say anxious attachment is like, oh, it's a personal trait. Like I'm just the type of guy. But the problem with anxious attachment is like you're thinking and you're changing your personality depending on the person.
Mhm.
So every time you meet another person you like, maybe you like 10 people, you have to shape your own personality differently with 10 different people.
Yeah, of
And which is a
course.
big work, big time work. Like this is an actor job. Like imagine you are actor and you have 10 jobs and 10 roles to do.
Yeah, imagine
It's a
dating
lot.
10 people at the same time and try to just be and become every fantasy this person has. Like if they say, okay, I like this kind of girl, for example, does this and this, and tomorrow you are doing these things, and the other one then says the opposite, and you say, okay, I'm not doing these things, and you have this like internal conflict. So who am I really? Because I'm doing this, and then next day I'm not doing this because someone is not into it. But yeah, what is it? What's this? What's inside of you really? This is a
That's true.
question.
Also, it's not their fault because you are the one who is overthink.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
we are talking and I mentioned, hey, I like apples, and tomorrow you come back and you eating apples, I maybe forgot that I told you that. So I genuinely think, oh, this person likes apples. I just
Yeah,
genuinely think it. I don't overthink. Like I don't think that, oh, maybe I told this and he did this, and no, no.
yeah, because yeah, you are relaxed. You are just talking about your preferences. Someone asked you what do you like. You said, okay, I like this. And yeah, we have this like kind of criteria that we should match the interest of another person's. We must match,
Yeah.
which I learned like lately with understanding more people and trying to become friends. That it's not really necessary to like the same things or to have this like matching interest all the time because okay, they do not like animation, for example. I love animation, but it doesn't mean that like okay, we cannot communicate on these some things. So like probably they're kind of values, they are deal breakers for me at this moment, but they're like more high values that like this kind of interest. If my date says I like it, I will say okay, I like that, and it
That,
will be it. But for after like it took me years to reach this kind of situation where I do not feel the need to match. But yeah, for example, if I say when I was 21, okay, that was a total disaster. I do not really want to mention it because once in a university I liked a guy who was majoring in physics, and I took physics as my additional subject, and I
no.
have no idea how to do it. It was just like so advanced. It needed the advanced mathematics, advanced algebra, everything. And I was like, what the hell I am doing in
Yeah.
this class? And I failed, of course, because I could not really understand anything. And I have this kind in my sheet of the university, I have this failed subject just because I liked the guy. I didn't have any relationship with him, I should say. I
Yeah, you were
didn't really.
busy. Oh, of course, you were busy with
Yeah,
physics,
I
so you
was
don't have
busy.
any
I was
time to
busy.
date.
Anytime he was like, hey, I was like, I have
No,
to
no, no,
study,
no.
let me.
It's like, hey, can we don't meet today? I need to study to
Yeah,
impress you.
that is very impressive. Oh my God.
I need
Oh
to
my
get good grades so you will like me. So let's don't date.
yeah, yeah. I was so pick me up that I cannot really imagine. I have this kind of stories, many stories. So
Yeah, makes sense.
telling me oh my God.
But it's so good to know yourself when you're getting influenced. Like
Yeah.
maybe you go home and you think like, oh, like some political issues or something like that. Maybe you talk like I have philosophical friends who talk about philosophy all the time, or like some people talk about politics, and you kind of get influenced, and you come home and you think, ah, maybe communism was like actually good. Like that's not you.
Yeah.
You just get
Yeah.
influenced someone who has like a passionate ambitions or can talk like this and can show you and how
Yeah.
much they love this subject, and you kind of get influenced. It's like it's not me, I just got influenced, I just got interested in it because this person likes it, not just me.
Yeah.
But to
Cool.
know that, oh my God.
Yeah, I had this kind of stories actually. I have this many stories like from the beginning, from the age of probably 18 when I started university, of course, and I was exposed to many different people had like different interests and no, were not like really matching with me. So I was like, okay, I have to survive. I have to survive in this kind of environment. I need friends. I need to study with someone. So I have to match. So I was really faking many things, but also I picked up many good things as well. For example, my friend, she was really passionate about Doctor Who, and I really wanted to bond with her. So I
Yeah,
started
yeah.
watching, and I was like, okay, okay, I was really into it. I liked it. So I'm also grateful for some kind of experiences because I understood and learned the things. I discovered the things because I was influenced. So, but there were like this kind of things like physics and many more has happened as well. They did not end well. So there is like trial and error. You discover, you lose. So
That's yeah, I mean, sometimes we need other people to show us like a new things. If I want to learn about like sumo, it probably will be like I don't know anything about sumo, but hey, maybe I'm interested. So probably will be nice to meet someone who is very into sumo and knows all the places and how to go and see the like get the tickets and everything. Oh, but maybe I will like I'm not like crazy about sumo right now. I'm just a little bit interested. Maybe I never seen it. I have zero like intentions to do, and I probably will not. But if I meet someone and I'm like, hey, I'm hanging out with this person, maybe I will share the interest. That's a different thing. But if I go to one match and I watch, it's like it's nothing like extraordinary or something, and I go the second one and the third one, I'm like, now you are doing because you want to fit in, or
yeah,
you
yeah,
want this person to like you. So that's like already like a anxious attachment already. Like you are being anxious because you don't want to be there. That's
yeah,
being anxious, but you are there because you are attached.
yeah,
So
yeah. There's
you think if I say that I don't like sumo, this person will leave me alone and I cannot hang out with this person anymore.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You're afraid. So yeah, trying new things with new people is fun, but you have to be aware if you like it, if you don't like it. So just do not lose your time because yeah, maybe you find something that you really will really like next, and you
Sure.
will be happy about it. Yes. It happened with me with sports actually. For example, with the gym, and as a guy story, of course. Um, I have been like going to the gym since I was 18 as well because I was like I had many issues. Let's do not. I'm not going to unfold these issues here. Maybe another time. But I didn't really felt good at the gyms, and I was like living in 2 months or 3 months, and like 3 years ago, I guess it was 3 years ago when we were still in Georgia. I met a guy who was like a gym. I cannot say gym rat. Probably he was a gym horse because like he was living there. He was just working and going to the gym. And we had this kind of 2 months relationship, kind of ended well, really bad for me, and I had like this depression. I was very deep. And I tried to go to the yoga, just to go outside the house and so on. And one day I had a thought, maybe I should go to the gym because this motherfucker was going to the gym and he had made this kind of about his personality, and I'm going to go as well. I'm going to do better than him and so on. So I went. And this gave me kind of motivation to just like the gym. And also I went with my friends, with the girls who wanted to work out and tone their bodies. And it was fun because I was with someone else, because waking up at 7 a.m. is not fun unless someone is waiting for you to pick up and go to the gym. So yeah, it gave me a really good starting point. So sometimes it ends up well for your health and for your future. So I have to say this is like mm, it became my personality then. So
Yeah. But it's like
uh,
your choice. If this person was very into drugs, you would not say, like, oh, I'm going, I will try drugs because this guy was into drugs. No, you will not
yeah,
do it. It's
yeah,
like a still your choice. But
yeah,
getting influenced by other people is good. Even they may like the worst people ever, but
mhm,
nobody is like a fully like 100% bad person. They have probably one good trait, and you can like get influenced by it and like, hey, I'm gonna try
yeah.
this
Just
small
takes the
thing.
best out of people. Yes, exactly. Like uh, use your experiences for your own good. If it was bad, just take what was good for you and incorporate you in a regime or in your like your character. Like you, it becomes your new trait. If, for example, someone has like really good skills in something, you take it and you're still like an artist. So
Yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. We're like kind of shaped, shape. Every person who meets us, we are kind of influenced by them, and our personality is shaped by the people we meet. So we are kind of the sum of the people, but still one person. Yes, that's interesting.
that's very interesting. We also shaped them.
Yeah, yeah.
I Today was such a good weather. Now it's raining. It's
Oh,
like the mood change, the very mood swinging the day. I was going to say that they shape us also. Like if I hanging out with 20 people
mhm,
and that's it. I don't see any other people. Like I only see 20 people and having interactions with this, and everybody is taking drugs. At some point, like maybe not now, but maybe in 10 years, maybe in 20 years, at some point I will think taking out, or I will take drugs, or I will be
definitely,
influenced.
definitely.
So that's how I see also in my friends. Like everywhere we go, we talk about like dating. Of course, like we are friends. We talk about a lot of stuff, previous relationship and everything. And when I say like, okay, it's probably a good time for. Doesn't matter. It's always a good time. Doesn't matter what age you are to like
Mhm,
specifically search for a relationship which is healthy. And I
mhm.
want to build something which is healthy. And I don't want to get nervous when I go home and when I see my partner. I want
Yeah.
to share everything and I want to be honest and everything. I say this stuff, and even though maybe they listen to me, they say like, "Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about," and it's blah blah blah. It still shapes in a way that if we talk about this like 10 years, probably
Mhm.
they will say after 10 years, like, I want that also like this, because
Yeah,
someone will
yeah,
find it. Like if you have 20 friends and every day you talk about healthy relationships, one of your 20 friends, one of them, we're gonna find a healthy relationship if you're thinking and focusing on this.
yeah. Mhm.
And after that, it's already like you have example. So it's like it's
Yeah,
possible, it's tenable, so everybody can do. And
yeah,
then
yeah.
you like start talking like, okay, is this possible? Like it's same thing will could be say with like a drugs. If 20
Mhm.
people talk about drugs, one of them
That
will
was
take.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it happened to me like when at my third job, it was third or second, I do not remember. We had like this kind of pressure at work, and like people have different kind of tools to overcome the pressure and the work regime. And unfortunately, my work buddies has this kind of uh, tour to smoke, like and smoke and drink whiskey. And I probably was the only one who was not into whiskey, but was not smoking. But like, imagine it's like 12 p.m. Like everything outside is dead. You have to work, and everyone around you just goes out and smokes, and you are left in the dark, watching looking at the wall. So I was going out with them and smoking. So I forced myself to smoke and to take whiskey, and I do not like whiskey. I do not like alcohol. So that time for me was like kind of dark times, probably because I forced myself to do the things. Like in 10 people, you cannot say, okay, I'm not doing it, because everyone was like, ah, you are so soft, you're so sweet. So you will look like a person who is, uh, I don't know, to angel, tries to be an angel. So if I would be in different environment where everyone was like, okay, I'm not doing this kind of shit, I'm going to go out and walk and or run, I would be in running as well. So you have to choose probably really carefully your environment as time goes by.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
yeah, and also I
guess.
do not have the force to influence them. You are saying that you have this courage to speak that, okay, you are thinking this and this is truth for me, and I didn't really have this courage to speak up for myself and say this is not okay for me. So this is
No,
another.
that's not an issue. If you speak up, they say you, okay, if it's not okay, you just go. Just don't
Yeah.
be with us because we are the friend group which does this.
Mm,
They have like some people, and I always forget this type of people exist, and there are many. I
mm,
always forget this type of people exist who are not open-minded and very closed, and they say, "Oh, me and my friend group, we take vacation in every year, and this is if you are in the friend group, you should do this, because we are this type of friend group." And this is closed-minded. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like maybe we are type of group that we only want healthy relationships and nothing more, and we
mm.
don't accept anything toxic. That's also close-minded because not everybody's an angel and not everybody's looking for a healthy relationship. Maybe they are not even interested and they are going through something and they cannot have healthy relationship. That's also a topic. So you should be open of your friends. Maybe don't want to drink whiskey and cigars and having in a healthy relationships or whatever it's your friend group is doing. Doesn't matter if you know these people 10 years, of course you have the same interest as your friends. But if new person enters, that's very unfair to them to expect that they have the same interest as you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And if they
definitely.
don't, like calling them names and like, oh, you are innocent or you are not doing this or you are this and this, it's also very unfair because this person just met you. So you're this is not your friend like you know 10 years.
Mhm,
And this also happens a lot with the people who had partners
mhm.
and they have like a idea. Usually these people had only one like a long distance, not distance, long term relationships. And they have this idea how their partner should be, and next people they meet they always like, oh, my partner should do this. It's like it's very hard to find it where you have like a big list of your
Yeah,
partner, how your partner should be. So if you're not gonna be open-minded, you're just gonna end
a lot.
up alone or finding someone and pushing your expectations on them a lot.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Because someone is going to like, okay, I have to match those expectations, and
Yeah.
I'm going to copy and pick those bullet points in your list, but the energy is not like you cannot uh, pretend you are someone you are not like for years. So maybe for years, but it will be over sometime. So
Yeah, the problem is this type of people like it's very scary if like you have issues and you meet other people as a relationship is much scary because you can actually make a child or get married or something like that. You can like do crazy stuff. And it's very hard because usually when you have some issue, you met someone who has like a alternative version, like a opposite version of this issue. So if you have a high expectations and you push this expectation on other people, maybe you will meet someone who has a anxious attachment style and will do these bullet points and gonna check and change their personality because of you. So you maybe meet this and it works because you have the same type of issue, like, but opposite sides. And of course it works because you are made for each other. Like literally, your issues are made for each other. And then you will discover, like after 10 years or whatever, you have a child and you are in a marriage. It's like, fuck, it was not actually like that.
Yeah,
I
when people say,
just,
I
yeah,
didn't really know this person, it appeared someone else. Yes, because there was so many expectation in relationship. It appeared someone else. So probably people end up living together, even spending years when they really don't know each other. Because, yeah, I was expecting this, you were expecting that, and we matched for time being these expectations. But, yep,
yeah. We should
yeah,
probably close very much, but it's very sad. And the weather is actually helping me, like rain is helping me. It's not sun anymore, so it helps me to talk about like sad stuff. But it's very sad that people, when they find each other and they have like same issues, maybe one of them is like very clingy and very attached and want to be around, and other people wants to be loved. This happens like all the time. One person who wants to express their love so much and meets the other person who wants to feel loved.
yeah,
The problem is that, okay, it works now, but after this goes and you fix this issue maybe randomly, or maybe you go to therapy and fix that, it's like, oh, this person actually I don't know because now I don't need that love. Now I'm
yeah,
fulfilled. And then you discover, okay, I made a baby, or I get married, or I did something stupid because of my small issue. Like this issue doesn't define you. This is not you. So like
yeah,
I did this because small part of my issues wanted to get fulfilled. So that's
yeah.
why I did like a big thing in my life.
Yep.
Very sad.
Yeah, it's hard to be a human being, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's okay because we all have issues. If I was only one who has issues, that would be horrible to live. And everybody's like healthy human beings having a healthy relationship. That I am the only one who has issues.
No,
Oh no.
yeah,
Uh,
definitely we'll need some kind of
true.
yeah, yeah,
Well, that's it, I guess, for today because the Zoom it has
yeah.
limited time.
Yeah, it's also good because I get this, it keeps the episodes
Yeah, yeah,
not short but not long as well, so it's kind of
yeah,
watchable
yeah.
episodes.
True.
Some have like 3 hours.
I don't want to talk. That's true. I don't want to talk for hours, which I can. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, you're like compact now. You're just more focused.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
true. It's very corporate. We are. I was going to say this other like a first pilot we did, but
Mhm.
we are very corporate. Like we do like a stuff, like a work stuff, and then a little bit chit chat before end, and you say okay bye. We chit chat. It's like so corporate meeting.
How's your
Every
baby?
corporate.
How was your
Oh
vacation?
yeah, yeah, we are okay. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And then like 5 minutes, people just saying goodbye and so on because
And
I have and so
yeah,
on.
yeah. Oh, guys, I need to go. And someone, there's always a guy in a meeting who has really have to go, and he's like, guys, I need to go. I cannot have time for chit chat. And everybody's chit chatting. Everybody's like talking some random stuff. It's like, guys, I having like an emergency.
Yeah, definitely. There is always
Yeah,
someone in my meetings like this.
I like
Yeah,
corporate meetings. I don't know why, but it's so funny. And people look in a way like, oh, you have to work the whole day and you have to smile to these people and blah blah blah. It's very funny for me.
it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah,
I'm getting used to it as well. After 10 years, I'm getting used to it. Oh my God.
great. Okay, then
Okay,
bye. See
bye.
you.